Good morning, guys. You know, we love when they make it easy for us, right? Giuseppe's on 28th Street in Indian School. And look at how many famous people have been here. We've got athletes, we've got musicians, we have Guy Fieri, who's been here twice as well. So this guy is not only a chef, he is a cellist as well. In fact, he started his career musical. Chef Richard Block even played Woodstock. Chef, you gotta tell me a little bit about this story first.
Well, it started simply enough with just a phone call from someone I knew, freelancing in New York. Said, there's a gig up in upstate New York. If you want to come play with Tim Hardin. At that time, I didn't know who Timmy was, really. He had that one hit, If I Were a Carpenter, if you remember that song. And he said, just take the bus up. I took the bus up, got off the bus. Timmy was there, handed me $200 in cash, and said, let's go home. We got a rehearsal. So we rehearsed overnight. Helicopter took us in the next morning because it was a madhouse.
Yeah.
And we were on, that was a Thursday, we were on Friday night. We got there, Richie Havens was playing, and we just walked up and got on, it was a revolving stage. We just got up there, played our 6 songs or whatever it was, and that was it. And out the door, it started pouring. So we slept in the mud. Helicopter couldn't come and get us out, so we slept in the mud that night. And then they saved us in the morning.
Yeah.
And that was it. The next morning we played in Forest Hills, where the Globe is, where Men in Black was filmed, that scene. Anyway, we were out there, and that was the second concert. And then I did a couple albums with them, and that was it.
No big deal.
No big deal.
You've said yes to a lot of opportunities offered to you because you were playing in New York City when someone said, hey, I'm hanging out in Florence for a bit. Why don't you come by? 2 days later, you were on a plane.
Exactly.
And then that first day, you met someone from college who introduced you to an opportunity to play the cello
Exactly
there.
right. Exactly right. I mean, I met an old friend from college who had actually helped me redo my apartment about 6 months before. And she was living there with an Italian guy, and she was working at the newspaper. And she just said, hey, what are you doing here? And we passed each other on the street. Anyway, one thing led to another. She knew someone who knew someone, and I had an audition within a week, and got a job.
Yeah. So you were performing for 9 years.
Yes.
And also studying culinary. So
I wasn't studying.
Friends,
I wasn't studying.
You were from the Grandma and Friends.
Actually, that was a primary source information, right?
So
yes.
tell me what you built here. I want to talk about some of
Yes,
these dishes.
yes,
They smell so good.
yes.
What do you have right here?
This is a burrata mozzarella, which is creamy mozzarella inside. When you cut that open, it's the mozzarella cream inside. Yes, good idea. And then there's some arugula underneath, and there's some prosciutto di Parma underneath that, and a little balsamic vinaigrette over the top.
Fresh pasta daily. What is this right
Fresh
here?
pasta. This is ossobuco.
Oh my God.
It's beef ossobuco, beef shank basically. Vegetables, slow cooked in red wine in the oven, and then fresh homemade pappardelle. Those wide pappardelle noodles.
Yeah.
We make those every day, and they are fantastic. Egg noodles.
Oh, I'm going to fight with that one. I'm going to go over here. What's
And
this
is broccoli rabe, known as rapini, in Florence, and with sausage, sautéed broccoli rabe, and ricotta cavatelli, which are a nice noodle with ricotta cheese in the dough, nice chew, fabulous, just oil and garlic, simple as can be.
Now, while you have been a chef now for almost 23 years with this restaurant being right here in the Valley, you still will come play the cello for us sometimes if we're hanging out here, right?
We could arrange it.
How fun, how talented you must be. And
Well,
then
thank
you've
you.
met a ton of people throughout the years. We were talking about Wallace and Ladmo a little earlier in the show today. You've got Wallace and Ladmo. Tell me about Guy.
Guy was great. That sort of came out of the blue. I mean, I remember watching that episode that he won, and literally within a year he was here. They just called up. He said, we heard about you. They had some friends. They knew some people in town. They called around, and most of those people I knew. So it was some good luck there.
Yeah.
And they just showed up, and that was the most fantastic 8 minutes of my entire life. Because that was, that really, we still get people from that show.
Really?
Then it came again last December to see how we were doing. And I gave him a big thank you, and that was spectacular. Talk about good luck.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And I think taking risks and opportunities and pursuing your passion in every which way. You're an inspiring man, Chef.
Appreciate it.
And I appreciate what you're cooking up. Plus, we got to give a shout out to our Morgan Lowe because Morgan said, hey, you got to check out Giuseppe's on 28th. It's delicious. And guess what? Once again, Morgan Lowe was right. Tess, Scotty, meet me over here.
Not a surprise. Morgan is always right. Oh, that looks fantastic, and I love the story behind it.
Yeah. Jamie, thank you.
Buon appetito.